Number 2, Caroline Conley. Number 5, Maddie Andres. Number 9, Lindsay Curtis. Number 13, Mason Wampler. Number 22, Michaela Howell. Number 23, Mary Morgan Smith. Number 24, Michaela Lee. Number 26, Olivia Ball. Number 28, Joy Myers. And number 30, Mickey Dye.
All right, folks, good evening. Welcome to CPA. You may have just heard the tail end of the starting lineups being announced for both teams. Tonight, it's the visiting Clarksville Academy Cougars in blue. There you see them on the far side, taking on your homestanding CPA Lions in white with purple trim in their uniforms. And this is Phil Newman, your Director of Communications, bringing you tonight's broadcast. We appreciate you joining us if you are watching it live or on demand. Beautiful, beautiful night here at CPA. A stunning, stunning evening. The Cougars come in second place in their district. CPA, of course, champions of their district. 10, I think it was 10 AAA, and I apologize in advance for any gaffes. My notes are back at the office. Let's be honest. Had a busy day. Glad to be here. Happy to be bringing the broadcast. A couple of the notes got left behind. That happens sometimes, so we're going to just do the best we can. We do have the roster for both teams here in front of us, and we'll bring you the game as best as we can here on the camera. You'll see kind of a wide shot. I'll try to explain what's happening as the game goes along, and so you can enjoy it. This is the regional semifinal game between Clarksville Academy and CPA, and the winner of this game will go on to play in the region final Thursday night. This is a must-win game. You win this game, you go on. You lose this game, you're done for the year. You don't want that to happen if you can help it at all. There's the Clarksville goal down to our left to the east side of here in the den. And the west side, you'll see Meredith Roman down there in the dark uniform. Kickoff forthcoming. Clarksville has kickoff. They'll try to control the midfield. It's taken away, though, by Mickey Dye, a newcomer this year for CPA. Dye, number 30. Fighting for it. Foul call there against Maddie Andres, and that'll be a free kick for Clarksville Academy. 40-minute halves. Just getting underway here in the first half. There's Lindsay Curtis fighting for it. Number 9 right there goes out of bounds. I'll say off of her. So the Clarksville, or rather off of Clarksville, throw in for Lions, taken there by Mary Morgan Smith to Andres. And if you're watching this, Clarksville Academy fans, I'll apologize. I don't know the players very well on your side, so I apologize if I don't get their names called as the action goes. I'll try to get some names as the evening goes on. Here's a ball played deep into the box. Sliding in there, nicely done, is Andres, and, just out of bounds off the keeper. That was almost a goal for Lions out of the gate with only a minute gone here. The keeper was able to deflect it out of bounds for a corner kick. So nice play there by goalkeeper, who I believe is Shelby Chapman. Yes, it is Chapman. Senior made a nice save there. Corner kick coming up. Here it is, taken short. Back to the corner. That's cross coming across. Again, off the keeper's hands, out of bounds. Good shot there. I think that was Curtis, who came all the way around across to take that corner, left-footed in-swinging kick. So it'll be a corner kick once again. This will be taken. It's actually, yes, corner kick taken. Looks like, who is that over there? Boy, it's a long way over there from my eyesight. Maybe Michaela. I can't tell. I'm going to speculate. Here comes the corner kick. Outswinger. Off Wampler. Went past Wampler. Went past Andres. Now here's Curtis trying to save it over there. Does. She'll get on the left side. Cross it back in, left side, nice cross. Headed out by a defender, nicely done. There's Andres, though. She scored the long goal the other day against Hume Fogg to give CPA the district championship. Not Andres, I said Andres. I meant to say Dye, Mickey Dye, number 30 right there running toward us in the pink headband. So goal kick coming up for the Cougars. Controlled by them, but no, stolen back by CPA. There's Caroline Conley with the ball. Played through the midfield. It'll be that Jomo. I'll get this right in a second. Curtis controls to Conley. Now up to Dye. Back to Curtis. Curtis will go down the left side all the way. Maybe she'll cross it. She will through everybody. It'll go out of bounds. Well, maybe it'll be saved over there by Wampler. Yes, she does save it. And then pass it inside. Left-footed pass in to Conley. Conley with a right-footed shot deflected and stolen by a Clarksville Academy defender out of bounds off of CPA goal kick. 37 minutes to go here in the first half. No score early on. Thanks for joining us once again. I hope you're if you're out of town or in town, can't make it here in the den, we're happy to have you tuning in to the broadcast. Right now it's a one-man band. I've got the audio and the camera, so if you see some amateuristic camera work, that's me. And I'll apologize for that if I miss any action here. A lot of students are busy doing their homework, which is good, and unable to assist on the broadcast. CPA controls now in the midfield, pulling it back. Out of trouble there was Olivia Ball. Olivia made a nice move, and she goes down, passing toward Andres, but it's stolen by the Cougars. There's a Ball again. She has the ball now. Great name for a soccer player, obviously, right? Olivia Ball. There's Andres fighting for it. She's fast. Maddie Andres, if you follow CPA soccer, she was a newcomer late last year in the playoffs, state tournament. Made her debut after transferring, and boy, she's a strong player, a lot of speed, a lot of skill. Here is Mickey Dye. Dye number 30 with a shot out of bounds off of her, so it'll be goal kick. Controlled back by CPA. In the midfield. CPA favored in this game on paper. Lions have had a strong season. There goes Olivia Ball. Ball will cross it into the net. Did you catch the end of that? I apologize if I missed it. It went over the keeper's head. It looked like a cross at first, but instead, Olivia Ball's ball lifted over the keeper. Now, the keeper is not short either. That was a well-placed ball in the far back corner of the net. So Lions take an early lead here with 35 minutes to go in the first half. 80-minute games. So CPA with a good start right out of the gate. So I began to say that on paper, CPA should be favored in this game. They play tougher competition overall and maybe a little more depth, a little more experience than Clarksville Academy. But, that's why they play the game on the field, because upsets happen, surprises happen. There's Ball. Left-footed. Sent across toward Mickey Dye. I think Dye is playing kind of one of the center mid positions along with Conley. There's Dye right there with the ball. Out to Mary Morgan Smith, who's playing the left back. She'll get it in the direction of Curtis, but it's deflected off of a CA player. Long drive from Clarksville. That's Michaela Lee, 24, who plays solidly in the back along with Michaela Howell, Mary Morgan Smith, and on the far side, that's Jomo Myers. I think that's right. Let me get that straight. Yep, Joy Myers. They call her Jomo. So that back line, solid. Very few goals given up by the Lions this season, especially that district final last week was 1-0. The Lions, the lone goal by Dye, who has the ball right now. And that was all they needed. Between the defense, there's Lindsey Curtis. She'll shoot. Oh, nice job by the keeper to tip it over the goal to a corner kick. But a beautiful pass from, I think that was Dye. And then the shot by Curtis just over the bar. Keeper tipped it. I was going to confess, there's some amazing barbecue crew down there. Alan Isaacs among the ringleaders of the barbecue. It's amazing. I'm still eating it, so if you hear me eating, I know it's rude, but I can't help it. It's really, really good. If you're near the den, get over here before the barbecue's gone and get some. Ball played up to Olivia Ball, trying to navigate through traffic on the far side there. Played off of her. Good defense there. Played by number 3, Bailey Foote for Clarksville Academy to play the ball off of Olivia and throw in for the Cougars. That's Michaela, rather Wampler, 13 had it. Now back to Conley and over to Dye. Dye threw past to Wampler. Now back to Dye. Will she shoot? She might think about it. Passes it over to Conley. Conley will shoot. And on her knees goes keeper Chapman to make it pretty easy save for her, really. Just went down on her knees just to make sure. Didn't bounce in a weird way. Here's Mary Morgan Smith. She headed the ball. Went out of bounds. I'm sorry I missed that one. Throw in for Clarksville Academy. They trail 1-0 here. Early in the first half, 31:45 on the clock. We'll go down to 2 minutes, and the referee on the field will keep the official last 2 minutes from there. Coaches, of course, Brandy Gagliano, head coach for CPA, and it's Mary Beth Burchett, who is head coach for Clarksville Academy. They are 9-3 and 1 or 2 on the season. Second place in their district. So the second place team earns an away game against the victor of CPA's district, which is the Lions this year. You see CPA playing the ball really well into the midfield and through the midfield. There's Dye with it. Right now they're just controlling the tempo and controlling the ball, and the nice switch fields right there from Dye over toward Jomo. Her pass is errant, but it's out of bounds off of Clarksville Academy's Kaylin Riley, senior defender. Here's a throw in down the line. Out of bounds, they'll say off of Riley. Good play there by Andres to force that throw in for CPA deep down in Clarksville Academy's defensive third. Here's Ball. Good job. She's having a really, really strong game so far, Olivia. What a move by Olivia. She crosses it across, but it's picked up by a defender in the middle, playing it out. So I was saying CPA will be favored in this game. There's Andres with a chance. Here's Dye with a chance. Blasts it. Defender picks it back up. Back to Dye. Left-footed shot. Won by the defender, and she'll clear, but now back to Conley. So CPA is keeping the pressure on right now. Conley will play it up again. So CPA is not relenting. That's a push against Riley there. Kaylin Riley, no question about that. She didn't really argue the call. It was pushing the back. And so it'll be free kick, dangerous free kick territory for the Lions. You see the ball's placed approximately on the – let me look a little closer there. It's on the 13-yard line football-wise, which makes it about 23 yards from goal. 20 yards from goal. Here's play back to Curtis. Left-footed shot. Off the keeper's fingertips. Another corner kick. So really CPA favored in this game and is playing true to form so far. They are having the best of the action so far. So we can get that. That's a terrible angle. I apologize. Corner kick comes across. Played with a foot. Oh, barely off the line. Nice play there by Clarksville. Let us save it. There's a whistle. It's going to be offside, I think, or is it out of bounds? Can't quite tell. There we go. So it will be a corner kick, or maybe it's a free kick. CPA has a free kick. It'll be taken by Howell, I believe it is. Nice lifted in off Conley's head. Bouncing back. There's Curtis. Play it all the way back to Lee. Plays it up to Andres, who has it now. Spins. Defended there. Andres fighting for it. Doesn't give up. She's a fighter in there. Maddie Andres, a junior. It'll be another corner kick for CPA. This will be, I've lost count now. I think it's the fifth corner kick of the evening so far for the Lions. Maddie Andres, yep. I had her name wrong last in the state tournament as well. I'll get it eventually. Maddie Andres. And hers is the name you want to get right because you say it a lot. She is in a lot of plays at forward. Maddie Andres. And so we expect a lot of action to be on the CPA. Well, not CPA, on the Clarksville Academy defensive end. Another shot deflected in the center there by a defender. Played up. But right now, Clarksville being dominated in the midfield, unable to get anything going on offense. Played it up. Maddie was looking for Lindsay there. Now Maddie has it. Left-footed pass inside. Played back by Clarksville Academy, though. Clarksville hasn't really had the ball in CPA's half. I don't think they controlled the ball in CPA's half of the field at all. So 1-0 Lions lead. 27 minutes just under on the clock here in the first half. So we played about 13. There's Curtis. What a move by Curtis. Left-footed shot in, pass in. Picked up by Dye. Nice save by the keeper right there. Dye took a shot, happened to go right at the keeper. But the keeper did a good job of getting in front of it. Lions controlling. There is Wampler with a long shot. Not much trouble there for the keeper, Chapman. But being tested. A lot of shots fired at Chapman so far tonight. None yet at Meredith Roman. Header by Smith. That may be a push, not called, though. I think maybe the defender was surprised, too. Andrus went down, but no call. Good control there from Mary Morgan to Conley. Conley will get it over toward Jomo. Jomo controls back toward Wampler in the midfield. Clarksville has the ball. They have a little bit of maybe possession right here. The first time they've had a chance to possess in the midfield much. Yep. Played up. Looking for some help. Maybe back. That will go to Curtis, though. Curtis will shield off and go down the line toward Andrus. Maddie. Oh, nice shield there. I think maybe she wins a throw, and she does. Maddie wins a throw in there. Good play. She was able to shield off and made the defender poke the ball through her or under her foot, out of bounds. Smith, long cross over in the direction of ball. Might go out of bounds, I think. She saves it. Good job by Livia. Cuts it inside. Livia has the ball. Cross, header by Andrus. No good. There's Curtis, though. Off a defender for a corner. The pressure has been relentless so far for CPA, and it probably will continue that way the rest of the game. That was Lacey Rainville, number 25, who made the deflection out of bounds. So Clarksville Academy playing as gamely as they can on defense right now. It's all CPA. That corner kick over there will be taken by Howell, if I'm seeing straight. Can't see it right now, but the ball will come into frame right now. Cross, headed out by the Cougars. Fighting for it is Conley. And Andrus. Now Wampler. Now here comes Clarksville Academy with a little bit of a rush out. Dye plays it back to Michaela Lee Dye as a Tennessee Tech commitment. Mickey Dye will be playing for the, get this straight, Eagles? Yeah, I think it is the Tennessee Tech Eagles over in Cookeville. It's the Clarksville, no, Cookeville next season. Transfer from Page High School. Been a great addition to the team this year and welcome addition to the academy. Sub coming in. A couple subs. Andrus goes out. Who came in? It's the girl with the ball right now. Kara Wegner has the ball. She's got speed. Kara comes in a freshman. She had youth on her side and speed. I've seen her play a couple times this season. She's speedy, no question. Here's a cross toward Curtis. Gets a head on it? Yes. Curtis got a head on it, but it didn't find the target. So goal kick for Clarksville Academy. Clock now 23 minutes to go first half. Good play there by Mary Morgan Smith. Mallory Berman, number 4, had a run for Clarksville Academy. Mallory, but she lost it to Mary Morgan Smith. Probably the deepest you've seen Clarksville Academy move into CPA's defensive third all night so far. About 18 minutes into the game. Dye, right-footed shot. Twisting, that was a little bit of a knuckleball, but the keeper was there. Chapman was there to corral it. She'll go move up and take a long punt. Toward midfield. Ouch. Conley, I think, collided accidentally there with Clarksville's player. Here's Curtis. Curtis has it. She may go to the line. Then she'll pull back and look for help. No, she'll go to the line. She'll cross left-footed, and there's a header. Oh, beautiful chance there. Almost converted by Ball. And then a shot taken by Conley, I think. Good job by Olivia Ball to get over that ball. In soccer parlance, when you get over the ball on a header like that, it goes downward, which is what you want. Hers happened to go downward into the feet of a defender, but that's much better than having it go over the goal. So good chance again for CPA. Trying to add that one goal lead they have so far. Dye has the ball now. She'll get it up toward Wampler. Out of bounds. It'll be CPA throwing. Good D played right there by number 9, Martin, Abby Martin, junior defender. CPA throw in, though. Flicking over her head was Curtis right there toward Wegner. Out of bounds. Oh, there's an extra kick. Not sure if Wegner meant that or if she thought the ball was still down there. It looked like Wegner gave her a little bit of ankle love right there. Here's Curtis back to Smith for the long cross in the direction of ball. Plays it back to Conley. Will Conley lift it in? She'll make a move. Conley will try to go back to Ball. Ball controls, spins, played off a defender by the defender toward the goal line for a corner kick. Interesting exchange. Obviously, summarized right now, about 20 minutes, almost exactly 20 minutes into this first half. It's all CPA, no question. They lead 1-0. Had more chances. They haven't converted yet, so soccer is a funny game. You got to convert your chances, or they could come back to haunt you if you aren't careful later. Here's a header. What a header off the crossbar by Olivia Ball. Beautiful header, but it just didn't quite find the net. It found the crossbar, I think. Maybe off the keeper, I'm not sure. Out of bounds throw in to Clarksville Academy. Olivia using her head right there a couple times. Just recently, she's had 2 header chances at goal. That one was powerful. It went off the crossbar, I think. That was gorgeous. Here's another cross. Keeper's there. Off her fingertips, though, in the goal for the Lions. Is it a goal? Yes, it is. Mickey Dye converts. What happened is the ball was crossed. Keeper appeared to be there. The ball went off her hands, though, and there was Dye on the spot to pick up the peanuts, as it were. In some sports, you say that's a little bit of garbage. Certainly nothing about garbage. It's all about you got to convert, and she could easily have missed that one over the goal or off the side. She left no doubt and played it right into the center of the goal. So 2-0 now, CPA on top with about 19:30 to go here in the first half. Clarksville Academy, there's Conley fighting with it against Mallory Berman. Berman appears to be one of the strongest players for the Cougars out there, number 4. You'll see her playing, I think, forward, either forward or center mid. She's fast and she's looks powerful. At times she carried the ball a little bit into the defensive third for CPA, but it was Conley able to poke it back to, I think, one of the defenders, maybe Lee. Played out of bounds. Maybe it will go out. Yes, it will. And Mary Morgan will throw it in for the Lions. Here's Dye. Threw ball to Wegner. Nicely done there. Wegner looking for Wampler. There is, who is it now with the ball? That's Olivia Ball. She'll play it over to the middle of Conley. She'll switch fields. Good job. Lions really playing good soccer right now. Conley on the far side. So I think it's Kendall Miller in the game. Yes, Miller. Time. Number 10. I'm sorry, we just missed the national anthem before the game, sung by Susanna Cranford and who was the other? Casey Smith, yes. Cranford and Smith, quite a combination vocally and friendship-wise. It was beautiful. We just didn't quite have the broadcast ready to go yet at that point, but take my word for it. Those two young ladies sang beautifully, just as they did at Coffee House Theater about a month ago. Duet they sang, and they're used to singing that together. In that case, it was a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Here is Wampler. Played up. Dye will control it in the midfield. And she looks very relaxed and composed out there. The whole team for CPA appears to be in control. There's a switch over to Mary Morgan through the midfield now up to Wampler. Wampler will pull it back. Got to say the confidence level of CPA very high at this stage. They may be peaking at the right time this season. Of course, they'll have a tough game. Assuming this game goes to form, they would play the winner of Hume Fogg White House, which is going on tonight as well on Thursday. If it's Hume Fogg, it'll be here Thursday night. If it's White House, it'll be up there at White House. So quite a bit of a wagon ride up there to White House. Maybe a bus ride, actually. So CPA perhaps rooting for Hume Fogg. Not sure. You wouldn't mind a home game for the regional championship. Now, both teams, both winners tonight, whoever wins the other game and whoever wins this game will be guaranteed a sectional game on Saturday as well. It just depends on where you play. If you win the region title on Thursday, you get to play at home. If you lose that game, you have to go away and play the other region's champion in the sectional. So, of course, you want to win and guarantee yourself a home game against that second-place team in the other region. We'll see how it plays out. There's Berman now getting it to a teammate out of bounds off of – no, still in. Actually, good job by Mary Morgan to keep it in bounds. There's Lee swooping across, as she often does, and saving the day on defense. Header by Jomo. Up to Wegner. Back to Jomo. So Jomo, Michaela Howell, Michaela Lee, and Mary Morgan Smith on the back line for CPA right now. Played high in the air. Conley heads it back to Howell. Howell, a freshman also, I believe, if I've got that straight here. On this side is Olivia Ball, now back to Michaela Lee. Momentarily, at least, Clarksville Academy controls, but Wampler gets it back and will play it over to Jomo on the far side. 15-20, approximately remaining first half. Lions lead 2-0. This region semifinal game. Lions, of course, hoping to get back to state last year. State championship game. Finalist. Amazing run the girls made in Chattanooga and before Chattanooga to get there. All the way to the final, where they lost the hard-fought battles to CAK, Christian Academy Knoxville, 3-1. I think it was 3-1. What a run. And they certainly, this season has gone differently than last season. Last season they were off to a very slow start. I think at one point it was 3-9, 3-10, somewhere in that range. Won a bunch of games at the end to take the region title and the sectional title and go on to Chattanooga. So they were certainly a bit of an underdog and probably a surprise team last fall. This year, not so much. They're not going to sneak up on anybody. They've got strong leadership on this team, and their record shows it. Gaudy record and very few goals allowed, especially in district play. Here's Curtis. Oh, what a move by Curtis there. Playing it up in the direction of Mallory McCullough, who's in the game, 21. She's going for it, but it's going to be too far. Like Curtis may have thought she had McCullough on her run there, but wasn't quite in range. So 2-0 lines, 14 minutes flat showing on the clock in the first half. Once again, 40-minute halves. High school rules. Good to see three officials out there, referees. Sometimes you have a two-man system, as a two-person system they call it, and boy, not as effective as having a middle ref with two linesmen, or ARs they call them these days. Used to be called linesmen, now they're called assistant referees on the. But that's much more effective than having a two-referee system trying to call offside, and it's almost impossible for them to call everything, see it all. So it's better when you have one central ref like this and two ARs running with the flags. Wegner fighting for it. She does, nope, can't quite get there. Wegner was there, but she just didn't quite get enough on that to save it in bounds. Throw in for the Cougars here. Clarksville Academy. Of course, they're blue trimmed in white. CPA in the home, white trimmed in purple. Lines up to now 13 minutes to go in the first half. Clarksville, a little bit of possession here for them. That's good. Curtis over to Jomo, up to the wing. It'll be cut off there by a defender, but misplayed momentarily. We'll see if Miller can get there. Kendall does manage to win the throw-in. It's a good job by Kendall Miller. She is a senior, also quite a voice, has sung the national anthem. It's nice to know you're at a school where you can pick pretty much anybody on the team to come up here and sing the national anthem before the game. Just shows you how blessed we are with a lot of folks who artistically talented as well as academically and athletically. Here's Dye over to Wegner. Wegner has the ball. Wegner will shoot, and right to the keeper. Good play there. Good pass inside, I think from Dye, was it? Yes, to Wegner. Punt. Low, line drive, but won by Clarksville Academy. There's Mary Morgan. Wins the ball back. Mary Morgan is a rock on defense, no question, like most of the other defenders for CPA. Here's a little 1-2. Wegner back to Mary Morgan. Mary Morgan over in the middle looking for McCullough, but it's taken to Dye back to Wampler. Wampler will, pass over to Curtis. Curtis will make a move. Shot to the keeper. It's a little bit of a knuckler, and she has trouble with it momentarily, but then is able to pick it up. Curtis's shot had a little bit of mustard on it, a little bit of spin. Here's Curtis, senior. Maybe a trip. Yeah, foul call there against Clarksville Academy's Mallory Berman, the junior. Berman is playing, I guess she's playing midfielder. I think she may have been playing forward. Referee goes over and warns her. She kicked the ball away that time. A little bit of bad sportsmanship. And the referee will give her not an official caution, which would be a yellow card, but just kind of a verbal warning. Here's Mary Morgan all the way over toward McCullough. Headed off of Clarksville Academy over to Miller. Miller fighting for it in the corner. Miller, good job to win the throw in there. She was fighting there against Bailey Foote. What another great name for a soccer player. We have Olivia Ball. We have Bailey Foote. Gotta love it. Here's Wampler. Played way up by Clarksville Academy, out of bounds though. At least CPA, as Jay Wilkinson able to grab the ball when it goes out of bounds over there, looking adroit at for a guy his age. That was Berman again. You may have seen Berman, number 4. She really is the field general for Clarksville Academy. I'll zoom in on her for a second. There she is right there. She looks like maybe favoring her arm there. Hope she's okay. Here's Curtis. Plays it back to Michaela Lee. Now, that was Wampler. CPA switching it all the way across to Jomo. Jomo goes looking for a through ball, but it's going to be cut off by Clarksville Academy. Here's Curtis. Lays it off. Mary Morgan makes a move. Mary Morgan has the control now. Mary Morgan with Andrus to the left. Plays it inside toward Dye, but stolen by Berman. I like her. She's a very confident player out there for Clarksville Academy. I would guess the captain. I don't know if I have that on my list, but she appears to be captain material. If she's not, I'm not sure, but she's one of the field leaders out there for the Cougars. There's Wampler playing it across to Mary Morgan. You'll see the trend in this game has been CPA moving the ball from side to side. There's a great through ball for Mallory McCullough from Mary Morgan. Mallory is there. She's able to drop it back to Maddie. But taken away by Clarksville Academy. Played in the middle to Berman. She will... Oh, nice flick on there by her teammate. The CPA has numbers on defense. Here's going to be a call against CPA. Foul was committed against Anna Cherry, number 21. She was fouled. Wins the foul there. I was going to say Clarksville Academy had some penetration in past midfield at least, but CPA was not in trouble at all numbers-wise. There were plenty, which numbers-wise mean they had the advantage in terms of number of players near the play. They were not outnumbered, put it that way. So you want in soccer, you want to try to create a numbers advantage where you've got a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-3 or a 2-on-1 or in some cases even a 1 on the goalie. You want that. There's Meredith Roman. Actually, Meredith touched the ball there for the first time, I think, ever in this game with 7:48 to go in the first half. That was Meredith. I think that was her first touch of the game, unless I missed one. That tells you the kind of the state of this match. It's been dominated by the Lions, no question. Here is Curtis. Back to Mary Morgan. She'll take her time and kick it back to Lee. Over to Howell, 22, and then again to Jomo. So switching the field, playing really smooth soccer right now. Dye had it, momentarily lost it. Now here's Berman. Berman for Academy, Clarksville Academy. Whoops, that was a little bit of miscommunication between her and her teammate, Madigan Berman. Hey, maybe they're sisters. Two Bermans, how they could be sisters. There's Madigan, who is an 8th grader. That's, I guess. Wow, yeah. And Mallory, oh my gosh, that's confusing. Mallory is a junior, and Madigan is an 8th grader. That never gets confused at home, I'm sure. I have no trouble with 2 J names in my house. Anyway, 6:30 to go in the first half. Here is ball. Curtis fighting for it with foot for Clarksville Academy. F-O-T-E is her name. Played out of bounds off of Clarksville Academy's Nikki Goad, 19. Here's players falling all over the place for a moment. Back to Howell. Howell will spin. Very composed player, young player, freshman. But Howell plays with the maturity of a seasoned soccer player. Played up. Dye. Back to Mary Morgan Smith. Now up to Andress. Am I getting that right? I hope so. Maddie. I'll call her Maddie. Curtis. Right-footed shot. Deflects. Keeper a little bit. That's the third time or so that keeper's had the ball in her hands and had it squared away. So CPA certainly needs to look at that and be ready to pounce as they did when Mickey Dye scored the goal for her team earlier. That was a deflection off the keeper's hands. There's Howell trying to control. She has no trouble, and dropping back would be Jomo. Whoops, that's a giveaway. Clarksville has it. But it's going to be stood up well by Michaela Lee. Now play back to Berman, Mallory Berman. She'll spin and turn and shoot. She's got a powerful leg right there. That really wasn't our target at all. Wasn't any trouble at all for CPA, but once again, it's impressive her power and speed for the Cougars. Goal kick coming. It'll be taken by Lee. Out goes Curtis. In comes, I didn't see who came in. I'll get it in a second. Up, maybe a handball. Referee judged it was inadvertent, though, so didn't call it. Adjust the camera here because I'm not used to having the camera in this half of the field so far tonight. 4:38 on the clock. There's McCullough. Now Andress. Dye. Can Dye get there? Yes. Mickey Dye control. She's fast. Mickey up the middle. Mickey makes the move to the right. Mickey will fire it. And, nice save there by the keeper to dive to her right. Mickey Dye drove the ball up the field to about, let's say, 30 yards from goal and cracked one. There was trouble for Chapman. The keeper had to dive down to her right to make the save. So good play there by Dye. 2-0 Lions, 4 minutes to go first half. Regional semifinal game from the Den. There's a foul called against McCullough, committed against, who went down there, number 10, looks like Katie Huddleston. She appears to be okay. At halftime, we may have an interview with Coach Mike Elson or perhaps even RBA if he gets up here. Richard Anderson, our headmaster, is in the house down watching the game, so he might be able to pop up if time permits to say hello. And if so, that'd be great. If not, we'll see if Coach Elson would mind talking for a minute or two here at halftime. So stay tuned for that. May even show you our enrollment video recently updated. You might enjoy that at halftime, too. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Oh, nice heel pass by Mickey Dye over to Jomo. She crosses it in toward McCullough. It's a little bit too far. McCullough, though, whoa, my goodness, that'll be a foul. Yeah, I don't think she meant to do that, but she crashed hard into the defender there, who was Abby Martin. About 2:50 to go here in the first half. You can see the Lions lead 2-0, and they've been in control the entire game. Really, one or two times the Cougars have gotten past midfield, and they really haven't had any shots on goal to speak of. Nothing much for senior Meredith Roman to have to contend with. Here, though, is Berman. Berman with a through pass, cut off by Mary Morgan Smith. Dye. Well, nice header there. Clarksville Academy hustling through the middle. They have the ball now. Well, now Michaela Lee steps in front and then fighting for possession. It's Wampler. We'll send it back to Mary Morgan, who will get it back to Roman. Roman plays it out. Some of the fans got excited for a minute there. Roman was in control the entire time. There was an on-rushing attacker, but Roman saw Jomo the entire time and was able to play the ball over to her. If you watch much international soccer, professional soccer, you'll see the keeper very involved in the games, more so than in America. I'd say professional level in America you'll see it too, but especially in Europe and other countries, the keeper really is an 11th field player most of the time. They'll play the ball to the keeper quite often. Doesn't happen as much in American youth soccer. It's happening more and more there where you see the keeper involved, but I guess traditionally in America you'll have the player with maybe the weakest foot skills. You'll kind of put them back in keeper because they can't play with all their feet. Not the case anymore. Most of these players who play keeper these days coming up have the foot skills and can be that 11th player. Here's Andrus. Andrus. Am I getting that right, Andrus? Okay. I'll get her name right. Before she graduates, I'll get her name right. Maddie Andrus. Here's the ball. I got to get out of bounds. Joined by special guest Tay Ho. Tay's up here in the box. Tay is the man. He built this new wall up here in the press box, along with Mr. Ed Doris. Absolutely. We'll see if we can get Tay to give us a movie review, maybe the Jason Bourne movie or the Avengers. Tay likes his movies. Seriously, though, if you folks don't know, we have an amazing facilities staff here at the Academy and the church, led by Ed Doris, and Tay is a member of that team. They do a fantastic job. Here's Mickey Dye with a shot. Down on her knees goes Chapman, makes the save. So good hard shot there by Mickey Dye. Clock says 12 seconds to go, so we're about to halftime. Punt coming from Chapman. Mary Morgan heads it up to Dye. Dye over to Wampler. Wampler will crack one, I think. Yes, she does. Caught by the keeper. So I guess the time was kept on the field officially tonight. And it's halftime. First half ends. CPA leading this regional semifinal game 2-0 over Clarksville Academy. See a little bit of pink in the house, including the referees. Let me get a quick zoom in on. They didn't mix those their white shirts up with their red shirts here. That's actually on purpose. The pink referee uniforms tonight. Of course, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. Many of us know or love someone who has been affected by breast cancer. So we are certainly here at the Academy pleased to be among the many in this nation supporting efforts for research and looking for a cure for breast cancer. There is RBA. There he is right there, talking to one of CPA's players. on the sideline. Richard B. Anderson, our headmaster, the only headmaster in the history of CPA, 27 years. He'll give some knuckles to some of the, if he can. There's giving Maddie a knuckle and encouraging the players. That's Courtney Cohn. She had a concussion, not playing tonight. It's Courtney taking a break. Not a break, but a medically required break. So let's get 2-0. Lions lead. We'll see if Coach Mike Elson wants to say anything here. You got a minute? He's busy.
Sure.
He's busy. Let me let's get our brand new broadcaster headset here. Still in the package. Coach Mike Elson is in the house. Lions lead by a couple at halftime. They really were in control most of that half. Not much in the way of opportunities for Clarksville Academy. But, of course, 2-0 lead, not a safe lead in soccer. Yeah, but that barbecue's getting cold. Big shout-out again to Alan Isaacs and the crew down there. That barbecue is out of this world. Hold on a second, folks. I'm trying to get this mic hooked up. All right. Let's do that. All right, Coach Mike Elson, can you hear me? You got audio?
Yes, sir. How about
All
it?
right. You all right? Good.
Good
Coach Mike
deal.
Elson, thanks for joining us here at halftime. CPA leads pretty comfortably. You never want to take for granted a 2-0 lead in soccer, but what can you say about Coach Gagliano and this girls soccer team so far this season?
Well, first of all, Phil, I want to thank you for taking the time out to provide this service to our CPA community, both locally and then really across the nation, and there may be a missionary watching tonight, whoever. So we're thankful for that. Secondly, continually we continue to be impressed with Brandy Gagliano and the job she does. Not only her, but Coach Jay Wilkinson. Okay, I think I can hear him now. But Coach Jay, Julie Curtis, Megan Blaylock, all of the coaches do a great job, and it's neat to see 30. I think we have 33 girls on the roster, and to have all of them engaged and be on this journey is really special. But Brandy, is in her 6th year at CPA and has just done a phenomenal job of building on the program that was begun by Tom Gilman and Brett Armstrong so many years ago.
As I mentioned a minute ago, RBA, the only headmaster in CPA history, 27, I think, plus years. Coach Mike Elson, only athletic director in the history of CPA, 26, how many years, 27?
Yes, sir. Mr. Anderson's in his 28th year, and I'm blessed to be in my 26th year, and it's been an amazing journey for both RBA and myself as we just take great pleasure in CPA athletics. And what's neat, and Mr. Anderson and I talk about this all the time, for us it's still just as fresh as it was day one when we ran a cross-country meet in September of 1987. And so to now see our teams be competitive, it's very rewarding, and it's been neat to watch the Lord bless our school so richly.
Well, certainly. So you mentioned some of the history with soccer, with football, with cross-country, with lots of different sports. We were talking recently about capturing some of that 25 years of athletics at CPA. It really is a rich history. I mean, I know it's impossible to pick a highlight, but what are some of the things that stick out in your mind over the years that have been those special moments? If I put you on the spot a little bit there. I know there's so many.
Oh, no, there's so many. And a neat thing, Coach Maddox and I share an office next door to each other, and we talk all the time about just simply enjoying the journey. And so there's just been so many precious moments, so many hard lessons and things that we've had to learn, things that we've had to go through, things that pop into my mind that maybe aren't real favorable. I remember in football being everybody's homecoming when we first started football, and to go from that to our state championship in 2000 and then 2002, and the excitement is building for the playoffs for this year. That's definitely weighs on my mind. Even looking down on the stadium tonight, as you're looking through your lens or your computer at home. We moved in here September 30th, 1999, and we hosted Good Pasture. We were all so excited for the game. We trailed 10-0 at halftime, and then rattled off 30 unanswered points in the second half to to win the game, and I'll never forget that. And one of the funny things, back behind the scoreboard is the grill where we prepare our concession, hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, so on and so forth. And I remember smoke coming out, and I had never seen that, so I went sprinting up from the sideline and was looking for a fire extinguisher, and then realized it was just smoke from the grill. So that's kind of a funny little memory, but
on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. But just think about the kids that have been part of this journey. There's so many special things, and I will tell you, and I know we're running short on time. I could talk all night about CPA athletics, but our 1999 soccer state championship run, our first TSSAA state championship, those of us that were there, I remember specifically Linda Ames and Chip Ames, Richard Anderson, Sally Wallace, Stu and Peggy Southard. There's so many saints that I could mention that helped grow the school, but we all commented how there were angels all over the goal because we were unranked, and Tommy Nelms, Dustin Walker, Brad Falk, different ones, led us to an amazing victory, and we had to beat people in shootouts, sudden death, overtime. But like I said, shots were hitting the goals. And Tom Gilman, you could ask any of us that were there, and we could reminisce in a hurry about how neat that was. So I would have to mention that. And then our volleyball team in 2008, we lost a special faculty member, Vicki Foltz, died of a brain aneurysm, and we had never won a district quarterfinal volleyball game, and we're the number 3 seed and had to come from behind 2-0 in our high school gym. And I'll just, I even chilled mentioning that moment. And Vicky's daughter, Cameron, the day she buried her mother, was the most valuable player of the district tournament. And that was just something that for all of us that were there, it was a beyond belief moment. So anyway, those are just a few quick hitters. And,
wow.
And then Richard and I are both blessed to have amazing wives that support us, Cindy for Richard and Mary for me. They've been a critical part of this journey behind the scenes, just encouraging us to push ahead. So it's been a lot of fun, Phil.
And of course, both those special ladies at the academy every day, teaching
yes, sir.
4th grade and kindergarten, respectively, Mary and Cindy. So that's got to be special, too, to have some of the families so close.
Oh, it is. It's a neat connect with Mary teaching 4th grade and Cindy with kindergarten and get to know the students in the elementary. And, it's going to be the great thing about all this. Yes, it's been a fun run, but we're just getting started. And we're excited to see what God's going to do in the next 5, 10, 20 years at our school. So we're trying to sink deeply the pillars of what we stand for athletically, and we want to honor the Lord. And so we know that by doing that, He's going to take care of us. And so it'll be neat to see what journey lies ahead.
Yeah, 27 years plus, and in many ways just getting started. That's exciting. And this game tonight, we mentioned earlier, if you're joining us late, was Olivia Ball had the first goal. She lifted one. It looked like it might have been a cross, but it went over the keeper's head for the first goal. And then second goal was Mickey Dye off a deflection, off a cross that hit the keeper's hands and bounced out. Mickey was there to finish it in. So 2-0. CPA leads at halftime this regional semifinal. Of course, the girls are hoping to get back to state. What a run last year.
Oh, yeah. I've said several times, I think we were 3-10 at one point in the season. 1 year ago tonight, we were at White House in a region semifinal elimination game on the road. And we're hoping for, a victory tonight and an opportunity to go back to Chattanooga. So we'll see what happens. But I was commenting earlier, it looks like we have like 100 touches, and Clarksville Academy might have 20. And I don't have any statistics on it, but we're passing the ball really well tonight, which is a huge compliment to Brandy and Julie and the staff and all the girls for playing so unselfish. So it'll be a fun second half.
So I know the same thing I've said a couple times. They're playing very good, confident soccer, switching the fields, possessing. Like you say, they're dominating right now. We'll see if it continues.
Yes,
Coach
sir.
Mike Elson, thanks so much
Phil.
for joining us at halftime. All right, second half action about to begin momentarily. Both teams taking the field right now. And we will have the second half. Olivia Ball, all the way through the middle. Olivia controls, through ball for Wampler, rather for Wagner, offside, I think was the call. Yeah, good job by Olivia Ball there. She drove through a couple different defenders and then made a through pass attempt to Kara Wagner in those orange shoes. Kara, hard to miss. Those must be a ball magnet. Those orange shoes, the ball, when she has it at her feet, you can't miss her dribbling skills. Here's Conley and Dye back to Mary Morgan Smith. So CPA controlling the ball. Coach Elson said it. They really have dominated this game in touches and possession time, if you will. Here's another through pass, this time to Olivia. Can I save it? Not quite out of bounds. Is it going to be a goal kick? Yes, goal kick for Clarksville Academy, rather. If you ever have the chance to eat barbecue cooked by Alan Isaacs and his friends, my goodness, I'm telling you, that's the best barbecue I've had in a long time. Okay, back to the game. Goal kick. Conley plays it back to Michaela Howell. Howell up toward ball. Once again, CPA controls in the midfield, and Jomo there has the ball now on the right side. Sending it up through. It's played off a defender, but comes to Wagner. Wagner and Olivia Ball down in the corner. You see past those balloons. Here's Wampler. Wampler with a shot. Yes, Wampler's shot to the keeper, Chapman. 36:50, 3 minutes or so gone in the second half. Lions by 2. Not over yet. You know, if you're Clarksville Academy, you don't give up yet, of course. 2 goals is not insurmountable. But the momentum, you'd have to say, is definitely all CPA and has been throughout the evening. 8 o'clock. We just passed the 8 o'clock hour here at the Academy. And we no score yet, no idea how the Hume Fogg White House game is going. But again, I'll repeat what we said earlier. If Hume Fogg wins that game, it's CPA playing Hume Fogg here at the Den on Thursday evening in the regional final. If White House wins, they probably are favored in that game, then it would be at White House on Thursday night. They would get the host. Good job by Conley there, cutting that runoff of Mallory Bermans. Here's Ball, the nice move, and she has possession, crossing it. Wampler pokes it toward the general direction of Olivia Ball. Played out for a corner, yes. That ball appeared to be kind of harmless, but Olivia Ball put enough pressure on the defense that they played it out of bounds. So here comes, it was a throw or a corner? It's a corner kick, actually. Here comes Michaela Howell to take it. So this will be a right-footed outswinger, if you will, coming toward the goal momentarily. It's across, way across. Who has the ball over there? Curtis. Her cross goes over the goal, back in the direction of, well, nobody's there now. I thought maybe Howell was there, but she had already dropped back toward the midfield. So that was a long corner kick by Howell, went all the way to Curtis. Curtis crossed it back across, and it's a throw-in for Clarksville Academy. Jomo plays it up. Once again, Joy Myers, Jomo. Familiar name Myers. She's the cousin of many other Myers students at CPA. Here is a free kick taken by Clarksville Academy. There's Olivia Ball crossing it toward Dye. Dye with a head on it. Now she's still going to fight for it. Dye does not give up on it. Nice play there. Now Ball with a little bit of a scissor move. She crosses it with a header. Oh, Curtis almost there. Thought for a moment that was going to be maybe we might. It's okay. If you see some balloons in the shot, just bear with us on that. It's okay. It's just part of the festive atmosphere here at the Academy, at the Den. So almost a goal there. Curtis had a chance at it. Her header was just wide. Here is Jomo. Takes the throw in toward Ball. Played up by Clarksville Academy, out of bounds, though. It'll be another throw-in. See a couple of ball girls right there. One of them is Cone, youngster, middle school. I'm sorry, I forgot her first name. I apologize. But a couple of middle school young ladies serving as ball girls tonight. Appreciate their efforts. Here's ball. Ball. Crosses. Oh, the keeper just able to get her hands on. Almost went over her head. Nice play by the keeper there, Chapman. And I apologize. There's also a bar in the way here. I'm going to try to move down so we can avoid seeing that window bar every time. Usually we have the camera on the roof, but tonight yours truly is the cameraman as well. So it's right in front of our window here in the press box. Appreciate the facility, and I mentioned earlier, Ed Doris and Tejo built this new partition up in the press box. And it's really nice. It makes it even feel like a bigger room up here with 3. Yes, thanks, Coach Elson. Here's Berman driving through. She loses off her heel, though. Good pressure by Mary Morgan Smith. Curtis with a left-footed cross. Nobody really there. Here comes Ball, though, trying to get there. She will, what happens? Goal kick. So it must have been off of Olivia Ball, but good hustle for CPA. Pardon me, they lead by 2 with 32 minutes to play here in the second half. And we have seen, Coach Elson said, I've said it too, very little in the way of offensive threat from Clarksville Academy. They've been playing defense pretty much the entire game, with the exception of 1 or 2 brief moments when they had the ball across midfield. But in those situations, CPA has been had plenty of numbers back and able to control the run of play on offense, midfield, and defense, all 3/3. Here's a goal kick. Headed down by Conley. Sliding, and there's Berman trying to win the ball. Jomo fighting her for it. Foot and Berman. It's going to be a foul called against Ball, I think. Bailey Foot, number 3 there, was fighting with it along with her teammate Mallory Berman, number 4. Here comes a free kick taken by Clarksville Academy. And that's the deepest they'll go so far this half, but it's won immediately by Nikki Dye. Wampler up to Wegner. Can Wegner beat her? Wegner is going toward the goal. Wegner off the keeper's foot. Well, Wegner had it one-on-one against the keeper, and her shot was just off the foot of goalie Chapman. Here's Wampler. The Wampler, what's the call? What's going on? Foul is called against Clarksville Academy. My goodness, well, that should have been an advantage. CPA Wampler had what was going to be a clear shot. The referee stopped play to award CPA a free kick. That's certainly should have been an advantage. But that's okay. Now there'll be a free kick for the Lions taken by Curtis, left-footed. Watch out for this. Curtis swings it powerfully, but over the goal and hits the goalpost, football goalpost. So that was one of those perplexing things there. Usually a referee will let things happen for a moment and see if the offended team keeps possession. In that case, CPA had a clear chance. I think Wampler looked back at the referee as if to say, I had the ball. Either way, the referee's call, always final. You live with it, and you move on. Here's Conley up toward Olivia Ball. Out of bounds. Olivia's holding her lower back. I've noticed a couple times in the past 2 minutes or so, Olivia has a hand on her right side of her lower back. Hope she's okay. Maybe just a habit, but I'm guessing maybe a tweak of her, perhaps something is bugging her there. Who knows? Here's Curtis to Mary Morgan Smith overlapping. Mary Morgan will play it out of bounds, though. So that time the ball came across to Curtis. She dropped it out to Mary Morgan Smith, who was overlapping from the back line. And unfortunately, her touch went out of bounds. Just under 30 minutes, 29-19 on the clock here, about 29 to go in this second half. 2-0 Lions. Not a blowout, of course, but a game that CPA has controlled. And it's got to be encouraging for Coach Brandy Gagliano and her staff to see the level at which her team is playing right now this part of the season. Of course, that's a testament to a lot of practice, lots of hours on the track soccer complex after school and in the summer, and on their respective club teams and just working on their skills. These girls are dedicated to this craft. Here's ball. Up toward Wegner. Wegner, can she get there? Well, she wins the ball momentarily, but it's taken back by Clarksville Academy. But here's ball. Olivia Ball, I've said her name 100 times tonight. She's really been involved in the action. Here is back to Jomo, a throw-in for CPA, to Conley in the center. Conley will send it. Well, it's going to, I think, go off. Yes, off the defender. Throw in CPA right now. There is Wampler. Wampler has it. Wampler, what will she do? She'll pull it back. Little heel pass to Conley, or to herself, then to Conley. Ball has it. Olivia still has the ball. Olivia crossing dangerously there. But Clarksville comes out of there with the ball. Conley, though, wins it back. Conley. Die with a shot. It's, just almost in the net. The keeper barely able to sprawl out to her right. Chapman and dive down and save that one. Die with a nice couple of moves and then a nice shot. 27-19 to go, second half. Die plays it up in the direction of ball. Can she save it? Not quite, not that tall. She needed to be 8 feet tall that time to get that one in bounds. So stay tuned, folks. Assuming CPA wins this game, big assumption still. We'll have news via Facebook and perhaps on the website about Thursday's opponent and location and time. I think it'll be 7 p.m. no matter where. But stay tuned for details on that. We'll see. We may be able to broadcast, hoping to broadcast it. We'll let you know on that. So stay tuned to Facebook. Here's Wegner. Wegner with a thigh. Wegner, speed. Wegner, can she outrun 3 players? No, but she lays it off to Curtis. Nice play by Wegner to Curtis. Curtis will go down the line. Curtis left-footed cross. Off the goal, though, and out of bounds for a goal kick. 26 and a half or so minutes remaining. Second half. Wampler. Left-footed shot blocked. Here comes Foot. Played it up, but there is Howell to cut it off and play it back to Lee. Lee now up, looking for whom? For whom? Yes, Dye. Can't control it and falls down there. Really good game for Mickey Dye tonight and her teammates. Here is Wegner. Looking to play it a little too far inside. It's Maddie Andrus who's back in the game. Boy, is that name right? Andrus. I'm going to get that name right. Maddie is back in the game, number 5. Olivia Baldwin out. Much needed, well-deserved rest. Here's a little wall pass. Nice job by Academy there. That was Madigan Berman and I think her sister, I'm going to guess. Madison Berman. A little wall pass from one to the other. Madigan, 8th grader, it says on the roster here. Number 7 is an 8th grader. Apparently, that's encouraging for the future of soccer for her team. That there's several 8th graders on the Academy team, I think, which is a good sign. Here's a long run. Wegner up toward Andrus. Maddie has it. Maddie will go. Nice job by Maddie to step past the defender. Cross over. Nobody there, really. But Maddie with a great little move to get free and then make that cross in the direction. Well, Curtis was the nearest player to it. She wasn't quite able to get there in time. So it'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. And time and again, we'll see on the back line for CPA. Well, hold on a minute. Here is Conley. Conley going through the middle, cut off finally by a defender. Played up to really CPA will be there. no problem for the Lions to win that ball. Michaela Howell. Howell over toward Wegner. She has it. She'll go toward Andrus. Maddie plays it inside to Conley. She may be offside. No, she's well, offside was the call. But that defender on the other side looked to be keeping her on side. Her, I think, being Wegner. Some of the fans letting the referee know that they didn't quite agree with that call. From this angle, hard to tell. It looked like maybe there was a defender playing back enough to keep CPA on side, but referee was right there with the flag. Called it, raised the flag. It's an indirect kick right now for Clarksville Academy. But it goes toward Wampler. Trying to hustle to save it is Maddie. Boy, Maddie's fast. Maddie's fast. Wegner's fast. CPA has some fast players. Mickey Dye's fast. Really, most CPA. This is a skillful team, a skillful, intense, dedicated, hustling kind of team. They really want to go back to state and make some noise in Chattanooga. To coin a phrase. Here's Andres fighting for it. What's the call? Goal kick called right there. Looked like maybe Maddie might have won a corner as she battled with Kaylin Riley, number 13, but Riley was given the call. What's going on here? Goal kick. Yes. So you see the clock there, 22-20, remaining thereabouts, second half. Lions by 2. Conley over to Wegner. Wegner drives down the middle. Trip, yeah, will be called. Referee says stop the clock. He wants to perhaps give a card or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, he's calling her over. Yeah, number 19. That may be the that's not. It's like being called to the principal's office or the call to the coach's office when you're in training camp. You don't want to get that call. That was the come over here. Let me give you a yellow card. Didn't look to me like it was really anything intentional, but it was called against Nikki Goad, number 19. Referee was goaded into that call. He makes the yellow card, awards the yellow card. That's a caution. As you know, if you follow soccer, 2 of those and it equals a red and you're done for the night and the next game. Here is Howell with a right-footed shot. It'll carry over, catch some wind underneath it, goes over the goal. She was definitely aiming on goal right there, and you can't blame her. Several occasions tonight you've seen goalkeeper Chapman have the ball go off her hands, Shelby Chapman. So why not try to test her by hitting that ball in the upper 90 or upper part of the goal and forcing her to make a save. In that case, just went over the goal. 21:45 to go here out of 80 minutes. What's happening? There's a whistle. Here it comes. All right. To Mickey Dye. Here is Madigan Berman, number 7. She goes down right there. She's the 8th grader, one of the 8th graders playing for Academy. Well, what a nice little one touch from Wampler. Here is Maddie. Maddie makes a move. Maddie, left-footed shot. Not quite enough power. You didn't see it. I apologize, but it wasn't a powerful shot anyway. But Chapman made it. Good play there by CPA. Boom, 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 right through the middle. Wampler was a go-to. Was a pivot point there with a one-touch pass, and Maddie had it for a shot. Left-footed shot didn't quite get the power. Perhaps I think she's naturally right-footed. In that case, you want maybe Lindsey Curtis to have a left-footed crack. I think Maddie is naturally right-footed, although these players at this level can shoot either way, but they tend to be more powerful with their natural side. Ball goes to Jomo on the far side. Now Wampler over to Wegner. Wegner keeps it in barely. Fighting for it is Clarksville Academy. She looks young too, number 18. Let's see. She is also an 8th grader, Elizabeth Underwood. Just below, right here, you see right below the camera. She looks like an 8th grader. In terms of just you just tell a middle schooler compared to a high schooler. So that's at a disadvantage for Clarksville Academy playing with several younger, less experienced players tonight. Of course, CPA has some youth also, several freshmen, including Howell right there on defense, to Conley, and then Wegner, a freshman. So CPA has, well, 9th grade is different from 8th grade, though. You certainly have one more year of experience and maturity under your belt if you're a 9th grader versus 8th graders. CPA really, I would say, a balanced team in terms of their distribution of seniors, juniors, not too many sophomores, but several freshmen play key roles. So the Lions have definitely senior leadership, no question, but they do have several juniors and freshmen and sophomore too. But here's Conley. Conley plays it out to over to Wampler. Wampler will shoot. Keeper, is it in the goal? It's in the goal. It is a goal. Well, no, what's he saying? Goal kick? I can't tell. What's the call? Boy, it looked like it might have gone in. Oh, it's a foul. No goal. Referee, I think, called a foul against CPA's Wampler. Foul, I think foul called there on Wampler, maybe. Anyway, it's a free kick or a goal kick. I think it's a free kick, actually, yep. So it'll be no goal. I thought it went in, but maybe after the foul called by the referee. It was either Wampler or one of her teammates called for sliding into the keeper, I think, which is a no-no. In general, in soccer, you don't usually get to slide into the keeper very much and get away with it. I thought that was but if you get the ball first now, it's fine. If you go in and take the keeper out, that's a foul, maybe a red card. It could be a red card. If you get the ball first, that's certainly your right to do it. Here is Conley to Wampler. Back to Conley. Conley has it. Conley thinking about what to do with it. Plays it out to the right toward Wegner. Excuse me, there's Conley again. Conley's name has been called a lot too tonight. Conley and ball. Here's Dye with a shot off the defender. There's Andrus. What a shot! Oh, what a goal by Maddie Andrus. Oh, beautiful. Long-range shot was deflected. It came right to Maddie, and Maddie blasted it into the left side of the goal. 3-0 Lions, and they will win this regional semifinal in short order. Big-time play right there for Maddie. That was a rocket shot. I mean, hit a defender, I think, and came right back to Maddie, who just one-touched it into the left side of the goal. Keeper had no shot. Not even close. Can't blame the keeper there. It was just a line drive by Maddie. 3-0 Lions. Goal scored by Olivia Ball, Mickey Dye, and now Maddie Andrus. Here is Berman. Mallory Berman, junior. Played it out to the right, not able to keep it in bounds as her teammate over there. So it'll be throw in, and I think that is Mary Morgan. We haven't had to say much about the defenders lately. It's been all offense for CPA, all midfield and offense. So people like Mary Morgan Smith, Michaela Lee, Jomo, and Howell haven't been in much of the action. Certainly the very lonely Meredith Roman in that category as well. Meredith back playing keeper, but not. She's had a night off, and she may be back there doing some homework. I'm not sure. I didn't catch a textbook open. Maybe she has her iPad back down there, though, just studying. Who knows? But pretty light night of work for Meredith Roman. Here's Conley. I wonder how long Coach Gagliano will keep a lot of starters. Oh, what a little heel pass to Wampler from Maddie. Beautiful little touch there, heel touch from Maddie. Here's Curtis. Curtis, man. Well, I'll tell you what. You know, if you watch Curtis play, that left foot. Well, gosh, in the sectional game last season, you saw her against Fairview, I think it was, scored the only goal of the game, and it was a rocket from 35 yards out, I believe, and just blasted it in the left side of the goal. Keeper was frozen, no chance. So there you saw that same power happen to go over the goal that time, but any moment Curtis can strike and strike it well. Here's Wampler. Now to Mickey Dye. Back to Wampler. Up to Andrus, I'll get that right. Maddie Andrus. I need to get a tape and practice that. Here is Jomo into Wampler. Jomo now to Conley. Conley will go to the right side. Conley will possess the ball. Clock is at 16 minutes or so. Cross goes in, but it's off a defender. What's the call? Goal kick. Must have gone out of bounds before the cross. Lions lead 3-0. As expected, they will move on. They will play in the regional championship game. Coach mentioned Coach Gagliano, 6th year here, and it's been a great run for CPA girls soccer. Several appearances in the state tournament, in the final, in the semifinals, and they've made a name for the academy in Tennessee. When you mention girls soccer in high school, you think CPA in the conversation every year. Jomo. Here's Wampler. Now to Wegner. Wegner's cross deflects off a defender. There is Mickey Dye. Mickey with a chance. Mickey cut off. She was in traffic there for a moment. Here's Conley. Will Conley shoot? She will on the ground. Oh, my goodness. It went through and into the net. What happened there? It's a goal for Conley. What happened was I think several defenders were going to play it, didn't quite get a foot on it, and the keeper was assuming that one of her teammates was going to get that ball, was going to cut it off, and none of them did. So the keeper froze, expecting a teammate to play it. They didn't, and the result is 4-0 Lions. Now the game out of reach for sure with about 15 minutes to go. Well, for sure, no, but most likely. Kickoff taken there. We're about 8:25 or so Central Time here in Nashville, Tennessee. I hope if you're joining us from out of town somewhere, welcome. Glad to have you on the broadcast. This is Phil Newman. I serve as Director of Communications here at Christ Presbyterian Church and Academy. Nice play there by Mary Morgan Smith to win the ball up toward the midfield to Curtis. Curtis wins the ball. Curtis comes out of it. Here, Curtis has a lot of room in the midfield. She'll play it up to Maddie. Maddie flicks on it with her head, and she will try to outrun the defense to get there. She was in a foot race with Kaylin Riley, 13, who beat her to it. But nice play. You saw there, Maddie tried to kind of flick it on with her head and then chase it down. There's Maddie now. She'll pull it back. Cross on the ground toward Wegner. Wegner to Curtis. Curtis's cross goes straight up, basically. And here's Conley with a header. Dye with a header. Brings it down. Out of bounds, I think off Clarksville Academy, yes. Throw in for CPA. Subs coming in. McCullough, I think, back in the game, isn't it? Yes, Mallory McCullough back in. Out goes Curtis. Throw in by Jomo toward Conley. Wegner has it now. Wegner will cross. Keeper goes down, Chapman, and makes the save. So 13 and a half minutes on the clock. And CPA, yes, will advance, which means they're guaranteed 2 more games. The regional final Thursday evening, and then win or lose, they would play in the sectional game on Saturday with a chance to go to state. Wampler. Andrus. Dye. Overlapping. Oh, my goodness, that was close. McCullough was there. It appeared as if Clarksville had it handled, but then the ball ricocheted off of, I think, McCullough's foot out of bounds. More subs coming in. It's Kendall Miller back in for the Lions, and out goes Wampler. Goal kick taken. Foot fighting with it against Miller. Miller back. Jomo attempts. She is challenged there by Angel McDowell, number 16, a junior. Whoop, off the foot of Riley, out of bounds. Clarksville Academy, you'd have to say, looks right at the moment as if they are down 4-0. That's what you would expect to see. They just have a little bit less energy than CPA does right now. It's tough when you go down several goals, and 4 goals especially. You think, well, it's hard to keep yourself mentally tuned in. Here's McCullough fighting for it over there. She does win the ball momentarily. McCullough. Mallory, good job to fight for it. Number 21, she's a senior. Ball going to go out of bounds. I think off Clarksville Academy. Let's see what they say. Nope, goal kick. I thought maybe it was going to be a corner, and so did Mallory. Mallory goes into the goal as if to say, I'm waiting for the corner kick, but it wasn't given. It should have been one from this angle. The linesman on this far corner down by the field house couldn't quite see that from that distance, I don't think. We've had a lot of fun with some of the CPA's names, girls' names. It's fun. You'll notice there's basically 2 different sounds. There's the M sound, and there's a C or K sound. Here's Howell.